Hey everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Entertainment Geekly. So today I'm going to review another Netflix film called Roma, directed by Alfonso Cuaron. Now this is a terrific director because he did Children of Men. Whoa! And he did Gravity as well. It was okay. Roma just won a lot of awards recently, especially from the Oscars. So what did I think of Roma? It was good. Not great, not fantastic, just good. Okay, maybe my expectations were a bit high because I knew it was an Oscar-winning film, that it was published by Netflix. That really got my attention. So Roma is a movie where we follow a woman named Cleo, a family caretaker based in Mexico and during the 70s. So it's about her journey, and she's presented with situations and problems that she has to learn how to deal with, especially with taking care of the children within the family. And as well, the family will take care of her as she is also part of the family. Stop saying family! Family. Now it's kind of a straightforward movie, but presented in a very subtle, honest, and natural way. Yeah. The whole movie felt like a very raw and natural representation of people and of their situations. You can tell by the way it's shot, directed, acted, and even edited that it focuses purely on the human elements and the environment that this movie is based in. It's just so honest and real that it could even be a documentary on what Mexico was going through during the 70s through the perspective of a family caretaker. Damn, that actually sounded pretty good. One thing that this movie was missing was a soundtrack. There was no soundtrack in this film. Yeah, I thought it needed a score at least to liven things up a little or even emphasize little crucial emotional moments that were presented throughout the entire film. I thought the film was good, but with a soundtrack, I think it would have been great. But maybe that's what the director wanted, who knows, maybe he wanted the whole movie to be just very grounded, raw, and very natural. Maybe that was his intention. Did it work? I don't know. It wasn't bad or anything, it just felt like something was missing. Roma really painted a great picture of what the 70s in Mexico was really like. Every time our character leaves the house and goes into the city, we are presented with just so much life, activities, culture, and even history in the background, just to remind us of what Mexico used to be like in the 70s. To me, it really feels all too real. It's as if they went back to the 70s and shot a film. That being said, I think the art department did a fantastic job. Every little detail that was sprinkled into the background was perfect. It was really one of the best elements of Roma. It was so good to the point that it actually made me kind of want to live there during the 70s. Damn it! The acting was superb. This was honestly the best aspect of the movie for me. The performances given by the actors was just so natural. It was such an honest representation of these characters. Honestly, I like it when my actors are represented this way. It really blurs the line between actors and real people, which can really draw me into a movie. Movies like Little Miss Sunshine, Sicario, The Road, Requiem for a Dream, they all represented actors and people so freaking naturally. And that's something that I've always appreciated about, when movies treat their characters like real people. And as for the cinematography, it was excellent! Now the way they shot this film is the definition of subtlety. There were a lot of shots where the camera was just locked down in one position and all it did was just pan from left to right or right to left. Very subtle and very effective for this kind of movie. There was one scene where they just locked the camera down static in one position for a few minutes straight. I thought it was a great way to execute these scenes because it just gives you a lot of time to analyze these actors' performances, their lines, and as well how they interact with the set. I just love it how they have very minimal movements in terms of camera work. And due to the way it's shot, it's as if we're peeking into these people's lives, which makes it even more real and natural as well. I know I said a lot of good things about this movie which a filmmaker can really appreciate. What, you're saying I can't appreciate art? No! But I also mentioned that Roma wasn't really fantastic or great either. Roma is a very slow movie that has a very monotonous beat throughout. But, to be frank, I still think you should give this movie a shot anyway. I understand that Roma really just isn't made for everyone. It's that kind of movie where the average moviegoer can't really fully appreciate it. It can honestly be a bit boring and dry at times. Even for me, at certain parts of the movie, I found it a little bit boring. So I think I've said what I've needed to say about Roma, and I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. Granted, I know that the performances given by the actors were terrific, but I still think it needed a little bit of a soundtrack to keep people emotionally invested. And also, I think it needed to break away from the monotonous tone from time to time. It kind of feels like you're eating the breast meat of a fried chicken. You love the outside skin part where it's all crunchy and juicy, but when you get into the middle, it's a little bit dry. Well, thank you guys for watching another episode of Entertainment Geekly, and I have been your host, Junchu. I hope to see you guys on the next episode, and until then, take care.